Yo, TD gang. We're back in the building. Why didn't it go off, bro? Hold on. Yeah, TD gang. Hey, bro, listen, man. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, bro. I think I took too long of a break, bro, before coming back this time. Why for that? But I'm saying YouTube is not pushing my videos, bro. At all. Like, if you don't see that, bro, like my impressions, if you don't know what impressions are, bro, they're just not showing it to people. So if you're seeing this, bro, just do a brother out, like it, make sure you drop a comment, subscribe if you haven't, bro. Help a brother get back out there, man. I think I took too long of a break, man, and the drastic switch from the music reactions to real life shit, I think it's throw them off. I might have to delete all my videos previously, bro. I swear down. But look, man, we got No Place to Hide. How CCTV solved a major crime, London crime. Nah, this is crazy, bro. What happened to Broski's eye, bro? I wonder if I even know about this. Where's this in London? Let's see what's going on, bro. Oh, where's this? Them boys running.
This is a quiet Saturday afternoon in a pub in East Croydon.
Okay.
Surrey Street Market is closing for the day. Locals are drifting in for a drink. Nothing feels unusual. 3 men walk inside. They are calm. They are relaxed. They show no signs of distress or urgency. They don't run. They don't separate. They don't behave as if anything is wrong. Moments earlier, these same men were involved in a heinous crime.
No. The guy in the back, bro.
They don't run.
He seems like he
they
doesn't
don't separate.
You know when you're playing knock down ginger or something, bro, and then you're the last one, but you don't want to get caught. You're right behind the motherfucker in front of you. That's how he's behaving, bro. If anything that would have raised my suspicion, it would have been the last guy. Not even the first guy, second guy, the last guy. Look how he comes in, bro. Why for that?
They don't behave as if anything is wrong. Moments earlier, these same men were involved in a heinous crime in a street nearby, leaving a man fatally injured. This is the story of what happened on a normal summer evening in London, and how what came after the violence proved even more shocking.
What's this? Original Sin, yeah? I might have to look into this. I've seen this before. Okay, from what I got to read of that. Why did they make it go so fast, bro?
To understand why that footage would later matter so much, we need to rewind.
Cool.
Shortly before 6 o'clock on Friday, the 12th of April 2024,
A day before my
Rykard
birthday.
Siafa leaves a flat accessed via Fellmonger's Yard, an alleyway just off Surrey Street in Croydon. He is 22 years old and is on his way to meet his girlfriend. As he reaches the junction with Surrey Street, CCTV shows him hesitate. He sees something.
Oh,
He
what?
turns.
Oh, what? Wait, what?
Girlfriend. As he reaches the junction with Surrey Street, CCTV shows him hesitate. He sees something.
Okay.
He turns.
They got onto him
And he
straight
runs
away.
back into the passageway he has just left. 3 men immediately give chase. As they reach the entrance to the alley, CCTV shows 2 of the defendants reaching towards their waistbands. Knives are drawn as the pursuit begins. What happens next takes place largely out of view of the cameras. That absence matters because this case would never rely on graphic imagery, but on what can be reliably inferred from movement, timing, and corroboration.
Yo, look at the people, my man's
Fellmonger's
running
Yard
like
is
shit.
narrow and enclosed. Once inside, escape options are limited. Within seconds, Rykard Siafa is attacked. He suffers multiple stab wounds.
No, wait, hold on, because they must have got the drop on him,
But
bro.
on
Look
what
how
can be
quick.
next
Look how
takes
quick
place
they acted on
TV.
that. Like, but that's
and he
either
runs
bad
back
luck or
into
they
the
got the drop.
passageway he has just left.
Look.
3 men
Damn,
immediately
right
give
there.
chase. As they reach the entrance to the alley, CCTV shows 2 of the defendants
Oh my gosh.
and corroboration.
Yeah, look, everybody running like shit.
Fellmonger's Yard is narrow and enclosed. Once inside, escape options are limited. Within seconds, Rykard Siafa is attacked. He suffers multiple stab wounds. The assault lasts less than a minute.
Damn.
When the three men re-emerge onto Surrey Street, they leave together. Rijkaard Siafa is left inside the alley, critically injured.
That last one was making sure the job was done. Oh, man. Damn.
When people imagine what happens after a killing, they usually imagine panic. Running, hiding, attempts to escape. That expectation is so ingrained that when it isn't met, the reality feels almost unreal.
Yeah, that guy
And
in the back
that is
doesn't
what
want to get
makes
left.
this case so disturbing. After leaving Fellmonger's yard, the three men do not split up. They do not hurry. They do not look back. They cross the road together and continue walking through Croydon as if nothing extraordinary has occurred. Minutes later, they enter a pub. The footage shows a quiet, ordinary atmosphere. Other customers. A normal Saturday afternoon. There is no visible agitation, no sign of fear, no indication that they believe they are at risk. For many people watching this footage, the reaction is immediate and visceral. How can someone do this? How can they behave as if a murder hasn't just taken place? But in law, this behavior isn't just unsettling, it is significant.
This is what lawyers call post-offence conduct. Defendants often argue that a killing happened in panic or loss of control, but calm, organised behaviour afterwards, staying together, entering a pub, behaving normally, is inconsistent with that. It allows a jury to infer control, and that inference can be decisive.
Oh yeah, I like the setup of this channel, bro. This is shit's cool, bro.
What feels to many people like arrogance becomes evidence, not of what happened in the alley, but of why it happened at all. To understand how investigators reached that conclusion, they widened their focus. This case is not solved in Fellmonger's yard.
Wait, alright, bro. You look, this is a thing that you lot gotta understand, bro. You see, the UK is one of the world's most surveillance cities. London is one of the world's most surveillance cities. Like, I don't know how much it is per square mile, how much CCTV is there in comparison to every other city in the world. Is the most. You can't get away with stuff, bro. Like, I swear, like, bro, for you to get away with anything, this shit gotta be closed off. They gotta be no phones, no, like, oh, bro, it's mad still. It's mad. I don't even want to talk too heavy in here, but it's hard to get away from shit in the UK, boy.
It is solved across the entire day. CCTV places David Woolcott, Raman Mali, and a third man together in Croydon hours before the attack. They are not shopping.
Third one was the one at the back.
They are not socializing.
He was too
They
young.
appear to be searching.
So they can't show his face.
By mid-afternoon, they are circulating near Surrey Street. By early evening, they are positioned close to Fellmonger's yard. The prosecution would later describe this behavior as predatory.
Oh, yeah.
Fellmonger's yard itself became part of the evidence. It is a narrow enclosed passageway, bordered by high walls and with no through route. Once someone is chased inside, movement is restricted and escape options are limited. Visibility drops quickly, and any advantage of speed or distance disappears. For three men acting together, that geography matters. It creates immediate control, it compresses the encounter, and it removes uncertainty.
What was he doing here? He just come out of flat.
From a legal perspective, the location supports the prosecution's case that this was not a spontaneous confrontation. Chasing someone into a confined dead-end space fundamentally changes the nature of what follows. It is no longer reactive.
Because look how they walked over
It
there.
is deliberate. The alley does not simply host the offense, it shapes it.
Yo, what?
Despite the efforts of bystanders and emergency services, Rijkaard Siafa cannot be saved. He is pronounced dead shortly after 6:30.
That's mad.
A murder investigation is declared. It is given a name, Operation Biscuit. From that moment, investigators anchor the case to a fixed point in time and place. Everything that came before and everything that followed is measured against it. Detectives begin not with names, but with movement. They take the clearest available images from the alley entrance and begin working in two directions at once. Backwards, to establish how the individuals arrived there, and forwards, to trace what they did immediately afterwards. CCTV from local authority cameras is examined first. From there, officers widen the evidential net to include private business cameras, residential doorbell systems, transport footage, and any other source that captures movement through the area. Each camera provides only a fragment, a direction of travel, a timestamp, a brief appearance. But together, those fragments begin to form a continuous timeline.
What? You could tell that old occasion. You know, it was getting techie right there.
After leaving Fellmonger's yard, the three men remain together. They cross the street. They move through the town centre. They enter a pub. The behaviour remains calm and unremarkable. From there, the cameras continue to follow them. They leave the pub. They travel back toward residential addresses. They enter apartment buildings. At no point is there visible panic. No urgency. No attempt to seek help or alert authorities.
Yeah, no, that sudden turn. That's me.
At no point is there
You don't even
visible
look like you're
panic.
walking to go into the building,
No
bro. Look,
urgency.
look at that.
No attempt to seek help or alert authorities.
I shouldn't even be laughing.
Later, the footage resumes. The defendants are seen leaving again, but their appearance has changed.
Yeah,
Clothing is
look.
different.
You know where they jacked up? Rolling and freeze, bro. Everything you lot did in freeze from time, you lot should have been split up, bro. That one, that way, that one, that way, that one. I swear, like, yo, you lot are just too.
Outer layers
together,
have been
bro. It's
removed.
easy.
Items
It's 3
worn
for 1.
earlier are no longer visible. Investigators treat these moments with particular care. Changing clothes after a serious offence is not, in itself, illegal. But in context, it becomes significant. It suggests awareness. It suggests an understanding that what was worn earlier may now carry consequences. The cameras then show further movement.
Man.
Individuals leave separately. Routes diverge. Items are carried away from the address. Later, clothing worn earlier is no longer recovered. The timeline does not accuse, it observes. And that observation continues uninterrupted across hours.
Mad. Post office.
When lawyers talk
conduct.
about post-offence conduct, we're not looking for a single dramatic act. We're looking for patterns. Changing clothes, discarding items, altering routine. None of these things prove guilt on their own. People behave differently under stress. The law recognises that. But when those actions occur alongside a clear timeline, before the offence, during it and afterwards, they can support an inference known as consciousness of guilt. That doesn't mean someone panicked. It means they understood the seriousness of what had occurred and took steps to distance themselves from it.
In this case, the jury was invited to consider that behaviour alongside everything else they had seen. The coordinated movements earlier in the day, the pursuit into the alley, the calm behaviour immediately afterwards, and the gradual, deliberate changes that followed. No single action carried the case. Together, they formed a pattern. No camera captures the fatal moment inside Fellmonger's yard. The violence occurs out of view, but that absence does not create a gap in the evidence. Witnesses describe hearing shouting and movement. Emergency service records
That
place
guy
responders
licked
at
it,
the
boy.
scene within minutes. Pathology explains the injuries and cause of death. Those accounts align precisely with the timeline built from CCTV. What is missing visually is supplied contextually. The case does not rely on spectacle. It relies on inference.
Yeah, so what was the cause of death, bro? Obviously,
The
blows,
jury
but how?
watches
Like,
the
what?
footage. They see the defendants together before the attack, moving through Croydon with purpose. They see them converge on the same location. They watch Ricard Siafa enter the alley. They then see the defendants emerge moments later, together, and continue on their way. They follow the timeline beyond the scene, into the pub,
Bro,
back
the
to
CCTV
residential
is
addresses,
confusing me,
and
bro.
through the rest of the evening. They hear from witnesses. They consider medical evidence. They assess the legal framework. Without witnessing the violence itself,
Dang, where they
they
getting
are
these cameras?
presented with everything needed to understand exactly what occurred. Their verdicts are unanimous.
Yo, camera on the side of the car, bro.
Guilty of murder. In English law, murder carries a mandatory life sentence. The judge's role is to set the minimum term, the earliest point at which release can even be considered.
When a knife is taken to the scene and used, the starting point is typically 25 years. Planning, coordination, and the public nature of the offence all increase that term.
Both defendants received life sentences. David Walcott, minimum term of 27 years. Ramon Marley, minimum term of 27 years.
Gone.
Today, Fellmonger's yard is quiet. The market still closes. The pub still opens. The men involved believed normality would protect them. What they failed to understand is that cities remember. They record, they observe, they connect. And sometimes, the most powerful evidence is not found in moments of violence, but in what people do afterwards when they believe no one is paying attention.
Especially London City, boy. City's watch.
This case shows how serious crime in modern cities is often solved, not through spectacle, but through the sheer accumulation of evidence. Cameras, witnesses, data, and movement all combine to tell a story the law can test and a jury can trust. On this channel, we focus on how that process works and why it matters. If that interests you, subscribing to Original Sin helps us keep making these films properly. Thank you for watching. Understand the crime, understand the consequences. See you in the next one.
Yeah, man. Big up Original Sin, yeah? I'm definitely gonna, let me even subscribe from now, bro, so you know what's popping. You get me? But nah, bro, you don't need to do a in-depth of, like, how the person died and, do you know what I mean? Like, what the complications were and what the situation, like, maybe like a deeper breakdown, man, car. Yeah, man. This has left me wanting to know more. What happened? Why? We just got to see the sin. We just got to see the correct, like, how the crime. Do you get what I'm trying to see? I need more, bro. I'm unsatisfied Original Sin, bro, but I'm satisfied enough to subscribe. So yeah, man. Listen, man. Let me know in the comment section below what you lot think, you lot's thoughts and opinions as well. If you lot think I'm getting mad on that, we need more in it. We need more context. You get me? But yeah, man. Look, don't watch my Christmas decorations and stuff, man. That shit is coming down this week. I swear. I promise. I keep telling you lot, it's that. But yeah, man. Look, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Help me. Help me. Get me back in the algorithm, bro. Let's make YouTube push these videos so I can start getting these hundreds and thousands back again of views. Cause what the hell, man? This long break is just not working out for me, man. I'm back to back, as we can see. Sooner or later, it's gonna happen. So either you're here now or you're gonna be here in the end. So yeah, man. I'm gonna see you lot in the next one. Though. Peace.